just landed in another atmosphere. I wish I could sing for real, you guys. Female Energy has been playing in my mind all day by Willow Smith. This is a disclaimer, this is not my room, but it's so magical. um, but I'm actually doing a workaway situation that I feel like I should probably make a video about, actually, now that I think about it. If you guys haven't heard about workaway, it's kind of like when you do work for families or hosts in exchange for room and accommodation. But yeah, I'll get to that later. But I wanted to discuss self-doubt today because I was actually talking with a friend about this subject. I'm actually on a beanbag chair right now. But I was discussing self-doubt because I feel like this is something that I face and struggle with on a daily basis. And I feel like being human, maybe other humans relate to this topic. So I decided to do a video. By no means am I a guru, even though my name is Guru, but Guru Shakia. But I make videos hoping that expressing, like talking about it, will help me come to a solution and therefore help me and the people watching my videos. But self-doubt is doubt of self, as it says. It's kind of self-explanatory, but basically, self-doubt can cause a lot of procrastination, a lot of not even wanting to try to succeed in our lives or try to reach our goals. A lot of times, our goals are from point A to point B, and there's a lot of stagnation or a lot of stops in between because of self-doubt. And self-doubt can create fear, a lot of obstacles that are basically illusions. And so that's why self-doubt is bad. But basically, I'm gonna see if we can just talk about so that's what self-doubt is. I'm just gonna put some things out there of how we can resolve self-doubt. Okay, so knowing that self-doubt creates illusions and these obstacles and fear and stopping us from getting from point A to point B, self-doubt is basically that voice in your head that says I can't all the time too. It's always like I can't do this, I won't do this. What if I mess up? What if I don't make it? What if I don't succeed in the end, so I won't even try? It's just very negative, very pessimistic. It's just not believing in yourself ultimately. And what we can do is start believing in ourselves. As simple as that. If only it was that easy. um, but no, really, it's basically we have to learn how to quiet that voice in our head and to believe in ourselves every step in our journey. Meaning, for example, let me use an example for myself. I'm a YouTuber, and I make videos for you guys. But a lot of times I become stagnant or I procrastinate because fear of messing up, fear of not having my facts or information come out right, fear of just not knowing how it's going to be portrayed, or just fear of what people might think. So it keeps me from creating. And that's so bad because we're all here and put here to create, to share, to experience one another's lives. And something that I can do in order to stop that from happening is basically do it anyway. Believe that someone out there will benefit from my message. And in the long run, it's helping me and those around me if I just do it. So it is rewiring your brain in that matter of thinking more positively. Literally self-belief, which we don't really get taught these things in school like we should. In fact, like I always touch on, everything around our life is built upon our failure, like wanting us to feel like self-defeated in a way, because if we had a bunch of people who are self-sufficient, then how would this society thrive? And of course there's many things that come into play with this too, as far as like where you grew up, who was your parents, all these things too, of how self-sufficient you are, how much you believe in yourself. But ultimately it's because we aren't really taught these things. It's not really readily available, or readily available for us to know. Um, so basically, believe in yourself, because why the fuck not? I'm trying to see if there's any other key points of like that I can touch on as far as smashing self-doubt. Um, I don't know. It's just that quote, feeling the fear and doing it anyway, and having courage in your journey and in yourself. Even in times where a lot of times we have to learn to be our own coach, because we're not going to have people rooting for us on the sidelines, especially in your journey where you're trying to build an empire, for example. Um, in the beginning, people won't believe in you, and that's just how it is. Like, people have their own shit going on, their own lives. So you have to literally learn how to be your own mascot, and push through. And like, every time you're feeling down or you see yourself getting into this slump, like, well, it's me, or I can't, you literally have to be like, no. Look in the mirror and be like, you got this. Like, you have to keep striving forward, keep pushing through. And there will be times where there's this invisible energetic force field pushing back at you, and it feels like a lot of pressure, but you have to keep going, keep pushing through. Self-belief, that's all it is, really. I know I keep repeating myself, but even if you have to research, how to believe in yourself, or write down ways that you aren't believing in yourself, and like fake it till you make it kind of thing. But think of it like this: you can't really become the person who you want to be unless you start taking risk and doing the things that you see your highest version doing. So, for example, I hesitate all the time making videos, but I know the person I'm trying to be makes videos all the time like it's nothing. So I would just do it like it's nothing. A certain job that you want. It's kind of like my friend told me about Forrest Gump, the movie, and he would just do things without thought. He just have this idea of like, oh, I want to run, and he just do it without thinking about the what ifs. I also met a kid through skateboarding, and he made me think like, man, this kid is going to get everything in his life, because he saw me, he approached me without any hesitation, and he just knew what he wanted, and he went for it. And to me, that was so appealing. Even to this day, when I speak to him, and it's just like, I'm talking to him, and it's just all this, oh, why I can't do things, he's just like brushes it off, and I'm like, this person's gonna get everything he ever wants. But it's basically like J. Cole said, you have to dream like you've never seen obstacles. And it's literally, if you can learn to take those imaginary obstacles out of your mind and just go straight to your goal, that would save you so much suffering and self-doubt and fearful thoughts. But yeah, so I hope this was relevant to someone. I hope this was helpful. Maybe when I learn more about the topic, I can do version number two. But yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying my videos today. Yeah, I think I have more content to put up later. I'll probably be going live later, I don't know. But yeah, don't doubt yourself. You can do it, you got this. When you do doubt yourself, keep going anyway. I noticed that for example, yesterday, okay, anything that's uncomfortable for me or that's new to do, I doubt myself, because it's new. I never did it. Of course, it's going to be scary, and I'm going to doubt my abilities to succeed in it because it's new. Because something is new and challenging, it does not mean that you will fail right off the bat. And failing is not a bad thing, that's part of life, but we also got to look at things like failing isn't an option, and not taking no for it, and an option. So, for example, I had to make a bunch of phone calls to try to get clearance papers done for my cruise on job or whatever. And a lot of people were telling me, oh, it won't be until like later, 2 months down the road, or or we don't know about getting it signed because you don't have XYZ. But I just kept calling around. But basically, in those instances where people give us a no, you go elsewhere. You keep keep searching until something budges. You just don't stop because of the idea of failure or the chance to fail, or even if you fail, keep going anyway. And basically, like, again, just because something is different or new and you're not sure about your abilities, how you gain your abilities and your capabilities, and fix your incompetence is by doing that new thing, and becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's it, you guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Be dope, be you unapologetically. Go and not doubt yourself. Be free. And whatever you're feeling, face it head on. Um, and conquer your fears. You have to conquer it. And that's the thing about self-doubt and stuff. You have to conquer your fears head on in order to conquer them. You have to face them head on. But the sooner the better. Like, don't procrastinate with your fear. Your fears aren't going to go away just because you procrastinate, basically. They're just going to be there, and for until you grow the balls and the courage to get up and face it. But so why not just put everything out on the table right now, even if you have to write it down, what you have to get done. Yeah, and get it done. Yeah, so and it's better to, there's this quote that's like, it's better to do it now, not worry about, oh, I don't have the best equipment, I don't have the best this, that, don't focus on the lack. Focus on what you do have, work with what you have, and get it done. So I could be making excuses right now to not do this video, but instead I just went ahead and did it. Again, I feel like I could have more information, but maybe the information I do have on it and my insights could help someone so far in their journey. You have to think of the good aspects of things, and start where you are. There's never going to be a right time. These quotes all have meaning. We just have to really live by them. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Be dope. Be you. Peace.